Welcome to Move It or Lose It. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a condensed Move It or Lose It. Let me know you're here. Just because if you've been staying with me through the morning, we've hit quite a bit. Okay, so we're going to hit the joints now and a little bit of balance. So let me know you're here. It always takes me a while to find myself too. There I am. Okay. Hey, Jackie and Deb. Welcome back, Claudia. Okay, so again, let me know you're here by saying hi or something, just because I can see, like Claudia, for example, I can see that you're here, but that's going to disappear. So all I'm going to know is Jackie's here or was here. Okay. We started with the shoulders the other day, so we're going to start with the feet and the ankles today. Okay. So most of you are pretty warmed up. So let's get a little more aggressive right off the bat and grab your band. Okay. If you're not warmed up, I want you just to start by doing some circles, doing some up and down, and doing some side to side while the rest of us get ready here. Okay. Hey, Claudia. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, the rest of you, grab the band, bottom of the foot. Okay. You can double up your band if you need to, because I want you to really feel the ankle. We're going to start right in the middle. You're going to push against that band. Okay, so again, if you don't feel your band, double it up, get two bands, do whatever you have to do to really tighten it, and push. Push. Okay, so allow that to come from the ankle. If that's bothering your ankle this morning, get rid of the band and just go through the range of motion of the movement, please. Good. Then bring that band to the middle. Keeping that knee and that shin from moving at all, go outward. Okay? Do not let the shin move. That is your challenge. If you need more resistance, all you do is you come lower and over to the side more. Perfect. Go to the outside. And go inward without the shin and the knee moving, please. Okay, perfect. Let's switch legs. Get that resistance. Come to the center when you're ready. Push out. Watch that knee and shin. Come to the outside. Anybody else very excited about the blue sky today? I am. Nothing like a blue sky. Really work that ankle. Perfect. Okay, standing up. I'm going to challenge your feet. You can see mine. Okay, you're going to put yourself in some ski boots. So again, ski boots, you're always slightly lean forward. Okay, so my foot is planted on the ground right now. I'm going to lean forward so that more of the weight is into the front half of my foot. And then I'm going to pop myself back up using my ankles and my feet, not my hips. Okay, so there should be no bending at the hips. Come forward and back. Anybody that gets into trouble and you come too far forward, big step. So make sure this space is clear. Okay, and you take a big step. Little steps get you over there. You want big steps. Push it forward. Bring it back. Okay, and if you have any questions, you should be able to type them out. There's always a lag in here. Hey, Marilyn, Helene. And there's no question that's stupid, guys. Come back. Okay. You're gonna try backwards again a bit. Make sure again that you're clear back there. You could not fall onto anything. Okay, so you're gonna come basically onto your heels a little tiny bit. I use my hip strategy there. You see my arms come up. So heels a little bit and then pull back down with your feet. Okay, heels a little bit, pull back. If you get into trouble, you can just step back. So if we do something perfect every single time, I suggest you're probably not challenging yourself, okay? So if you see that my form turns to poo-poo, it's because I'm trying to challenge myself. If you're feeling your hips go whoop, forward, it's because you're using your hips a little bit. Try to stay as a straight board unless you get into trouble. Okay, good. As long as your ankles can hold it, you're going to come up as if you were on skis. You're going to come up to the edge of the ski without the knees going too much. So let it happen as kind of a board, like you're straight. Everybody's going to have different ankle mobility, so work with that. You might have one side. For me, this side doesn't go over. Your old injuries are going to pop up right now. Hopefully don't pop up as pain, but they might pop up as dysfunction or lack of movement or mobility. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go into the knee. So, Helene, I want you being super cautious about this one. Okay, so I'm coming forward. I'll show you here. I'm coming forward. I'm just going to step forward into that as if I was lunging forward, and then I'm going to push back from that. Okay, so I'm going to step into it, push back from it, step into it, push back from that. So if that does hurt your knee, make it a small, small movement. Really place that heel down. If you're coming forward into your toes, you're going to hurt your knee. Okay, you need to come forward with a solid foot and then push back through the toes. Okay, come with solid foot, push back. Solid foot, push back. Solid foot, push back. Okay, if you want to simulate reaching something and coming back, you can. But when you do that, I want you to make sure that when you come up straight, it's coming from the hamstrings and the glutes, not your back. Okay, if you need to slow it down to think about where you're feeling it in the knee, if you're getting any pain behind the kneecap, I want you to skip this one and maybe just work on some flexing and pointing of the leg, some flexion extension in the knee. How far you push that forward is up to you and your knee. Don't go into those toes. Solid. You do not have to go at my speed, guys. Okay, perfect. Let's go into the hips, okay? We're gonna stand, hang onto a wall or anything that you have around, okay? I'm gonna start with making a little bit of a circle, okay? Try to keep those hips square. It's a little bit hard height-wise, okay? Okay, and then we're gonna bend up, out to the corner, okay? Around and back, up, out to the corner, round and back. Deb, you might be just staying down here, okay? Whatever feels okay with the hip. Perfect, let's switch sides. Start with a few circles. Good. Come up, out to the corner, back. Keep going. Mark, could you please turn that down? No. You're probably hearing some echoes in my house. Let's apologize. Last one. Okay, give that a tiny bit of shake. We're gonna work on our balance using these muscles. Okay, plant your foot. Nice and strong. Okay. If you want a challenge, put a cushion or something under your foot. Just make sure you're safe and you're not going to slide. Okay, come up. Hold that. Those of you that want a challenge, you can start to come forward. Remembering that when you come forward, your hips stay flat. They don't rotate, so keep those hips flat. Bend that knee a little bit. Come to wherever you can come. Feel that glute muscle. And then push up with a nice straight back, okay? So you can either stand on one foot or challenge yourself forward, whichever one you want to do. Keep that ankle strong, keep that foot strong, keep those glutes strong, nice and straight with your hips. Okay, let's play with the other side a little bit. So you're either standing or you're going to challenge yourself and go forward. No. Depending on what your proprioceptors are doing today, this might be challenging enough. Perfect. Grab your ball. We're going to challenge ourselves a little tiny bit more with a standing position. Okay. Good. You're going to come up on one foot and you're going to throw the ball and watch the ball with your eyes. Switch feet. Keep yourself stable. Keep those hips stable. You got your toe right there to come down if you need to, right? So don't come way up high unless you know that you're really stable. Just come to there so you can drop that foot, okay? So my goal, this is going to be challenging for me right now with everything, but the goal is to go probably about 3, 2, 3, and then switch feet, 1, 2, 3, but stable, not like I'm able to do now. Okay, so go play with it. So you're weight shifting from side to side, keeping those hips. I hate concussions. Challenge accepted. If you're really finding it challenging, just stare ahead. Don't stare at the ball. That would make it easier for you. I wanted you to really challenge yourself. But if you stare ahead and you don't watch the ball, it will be a million times easier to maintain that shift. Perfect. You're going to do some tandem walking. So one foot in front of the other. Oh, good God. You wouldn't know by watching these videos that at one time I actually had balance, would you? So one foot in front of the other. I would not fail, or I would not pass the sobriety test these days, guys. Okay, you keep working on it. It's making me feel a little ill. So nice and straight, tandem walking. Try to hit the heel to the toe, all the way across. Well, Laura, hello. Where have you been all my life? Okay, try going backwards, guys. So, try not to do the tight walk, the tight rope. Okay, that's clearly an issue right now. You want to be able to do it properly. Okay. Perfect. Grab onto your ball or cushion, or if you have nothing, that's okay. Okay. You're going to come from here, out and around as if you're stirring a pot. Okay. You're not allowing your upper body, your trunk to come forward or back. It's nice and straight, and you're just reaching out. Okay. So just some mobility. Reach it out. Keep your neck nice and tucked in a neutral position. Don't let it come forward. Feel those shoulder blades. They should be responding. Try the other direction. Perfect. Have a seat, or if you want to stay standing, you can. But if you're going to stand, I want you to make sure your hips are really fixed and they're not going to move. Okay. Okay. We're going to do some diagonals, but you're going to use your ball this time with a little tiny bit of weight. Okay. So from here, open and down, open. Okay. At first, there's no real contraction. You're just getting the range of motion. So from down to that across, if your shoulder allows it. Now we're going to do 4 with some tension. So I want you to come down, squeeze that ball, make your arm really tight, 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 and open up against resistance. When you come open, you should feel that shoulder blade taking a hike inward, okay, and the back of your shoulder tightening up. Yes, you should not feel this part right here rise up. Let's try that again. Okay, come back down, rest it for a second. Okay, you're going to squeeze the ball, create tension in your arm, and as if you were pushing against something, open it up, shoulder blade locks down, back of the shoulder tightens up, trap here stays uninvolved and down. Okay, nice. So really feel that shoulder blade. That's what I want you to concentrate on. The shoulder blade tightening, moving, shifting. Okay, up, up, up. Shoulder blades coming down. Back of the shoulder starting to feel it. Right there. Nice, strong chest stretch right here. Perfect. Okay, let's come to the other side. We're going to start with just opening and closing. No resistance. Range of motion. Down, up. Make sure he's not rising up. Okay. You should be feeling your shoulder blade. Moving as we go. Loosening up. Perfect. Now we're going to use some tension. Okay. So coming down, squeezing your fist or your ball or whatever you might have, tensing up the muscles of your arm, thinking about what your shoulder blade's about to do. As you come up, that shoulder blade hikes down towards the spine at an angle, and the back of your shoulder tightens up right there. Nice. Okay. So you should feel in this position, the back of your shoulder is tight, your shoulder blade is angling down, and the side of the rhomboid, okay, what connects, come back down, the muscle that connects one shoulder blade to the other, you should feel the, in my case, left-hand side, tighten up, okay? So come around. And come back down. So this is core too. And how that argument goes is if you're working on sports, say a throwing sport, if all you throw is with your arm and you don't have control over your shoulder girdle, your scapular, your trunk, you're not going to have that power. Okay. Come back down, nice and tight. Release it for a second. So that's why Move It or Lose It is about gaining control over your joints for safety and for power. Back, back, back. Tighten. It's about learning how to move properly without pain. And then come back down. Perfect. Okay. Well, I found you, Waldo. I like that. Okay. Thumbs up. Arms down to the side. You're going to come up, thumbs up to a straight position. Those of you that can, you have good shoulders, you can keep going up over your head. The rest of you are going to go just from here to here. When you're doing the over the head, I want you to make sure that you're not arching your spine, right? Because you're stretching out your latissimus dorsi, so the back muscle that goes under the shoulder blade down, down your side, the big guy. And if he's tight, you're going to want to arch. So you just can't come that high then. Okay, so come to wherever you can without your back pulling an arch. And if you can get to the top, you should feel a really nice little pull all the way down the sides of your back. If you can't get to the top, that's fine. You're going from here just to here, concentrating on the shoulder. Okay, so do whichever you need to, guys. Again, you might be, as long as your thumbs are up, you're safe. If you're doing this, that's a little bit different. Okay, if you go thumbs up, your shoulders are in the right position. Okay, should be no pain. A little bit of tightness maybe that you need to deal with. Okay, try it again. Hold that stretch at the top. You can go again if you need to. Hold that stretch at the top if you can. Good. Come back down. Elaine, I should have said try one arm at a time, right? Anytime I forget to tell you that, anybody that has a heart condition or a COPD, when you're going over, it's best to go one arm at a time. It doesn't put as much pressure on the heart and the lungs. Okay, perfect. Let's do some circles. So I go back and down. I'm thinking about what my shoulder blades are doing more than what my shoulder here are doing, right? Get those shoulder blades really loosened up, let them move. Okay, bring that arm down into the middle, and we're just going to pendulum. So we're going to leave our shoulders nice and relaxed. So your shoulder is dead weight, and you're just going to go forward and back. And then you might change that to side to side. And a little bit of a circle. Other direction. Make sure it's dead weight, guys. You want that shoulder almost, I don't want to say separating, but pulling down for sure. Creating some space for you. Good. Other side. Let it hang and rock. Hey, Anita. Both Carols.